Um, what y'all talking about? Oh shit! Did y'all see this shit? So DonQ responded to Lil Tjay. So Lil Tjay dropped this Many Men song, right? Nigga, I didn't know who the Many Men song was. This is Lil Tjay Many Men. Look.
Give me, tell him Ben again. Never on no scary shit. Not afraid like Eminem. Sing a nigga, but you sleep on.
By the way, let me also say this because I did call this ass and it's still ass. Here's the thing though. It's Lil Tjay's voice. And by the way, I heard him talk recently. Like I was on a story earlier and like he was shouting out some place, like some weed place or whatever. I'm wondering if his voice is recovering. His voice don't sound like like you know that voice that did FN, right? Like I don't know if you ever heard that song. Like his voice sounds like he can't really get off certain, like he has to take his time with like saying things. You feel me? It's not as just natural as before. So it's not like he don't sound the same. It's just that to hit certain melodies or certain timing, it's a little bit different. However, the cadence and the pitch in his voice is the same. Here's the problem though with this particular song. Many Men, you need a hoarse voice. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's why Pop Smoke dealt with it good. And I think with 50 when he initially did it, you know, I think he probably, like his mouth was probably a little wide shut a little bit, but like he, like, you know, you heard that hoarseness, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, TJ's voice is too high pitched for this, I think. Right? All right. Oh yeah, anyway, so this is what he rapped. Then all of a sudden, we had DonQ drop this. Let me ask you a question. Did DonQ like just snitch on himself? Because I know when I played the Lil Tjay shit, y'all was like, oh no, High Bridge. But I was like, I can't tell where he really mentioned High Bridge. He did say like, yo, I bet 50 won't post this because he fuck with the ops. But nigga, who knows who the ops were? I feel like DonQ responded to this was like, oh, so y'all are beefing. Now the fans understand. You feel me?
Songs and they pretending to nah, nigga, I don't know who got.
Okay, so I'll give my quick reaction. Number one, I like both camps. I fuck with Lil Tjay and I love A Boogie. Okay, I hope and I wish they don't have an issue. It appears like they might. But I will also say this, and this is where, you know, all the good things and, you know, I wish I could mediate. I wish these guys could talk amongst themselves. I wish they could just ignore each other. I wish they could realize how privileged they are and just kind of leave some of this stuff which might head to violence beyond them. But I will say this, and I've realized this because I'm just watching how Lil Tjay's moving. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can't tell or even give advice to a nigga who the odds were against him to survive and he possibly should have been dead. And if you wake up from that coma and if you wake up from those 7 shots and if you wake up from that incident and you know who attempted to try to kill you or rob you, I don't think it's easy for me to say, oh, you're privileged, just let it go. Bro, I don't want to see you or nobody else in jail. I don't want one of y'all to be in jail or one of y'all be deceased. But, bro, if somebody tried to kill, like, I think about also myself in much less trivial shit. A nigga left a letter in my mailbox, and, like, I'm beefing with that nigga. Fuck that nigga for life. You feel me? Imagine a nigga shot you 7 times. Imagine if you think these people or that situation is behind it. Like, how could we expect you just to, like, no, just be happy you're living and just keep going. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be a permanent change in Lil Tjay. I don't think Lil Tjay will be able to really let this go. It's kind of like when Gucci, you know, ended up killing the guy who was allegedly sent for his chain and he thought Jeezy was behind it. Bro, that changed his whole demeanor. That changed his whole persona. That changed how he reacted to so many things. That changed that man as a person. And I look at this and I'm like, granted, I might not have liked Lil Tjay's song, but what do we think? We think TJ just about to go back to making love songs? Be like, She said she was a virgin. She heard it. Like he's not about to go do that anytime soon. He's about to see blood every single day. Because every day when he wake up or he got a pain in his chest and he got to be like, you know what I mean? Or it's hard for him to breathe, or like he's out of breath, or he got to take medication, or, you know what I mean? He got to change the bandages on his wound. Bro, he's not about to just be like, oh, no, yeah, no, everything is cool. I'm happy. No, he's going to be upset. So that's one of those situations where, like, I wish I could, like, really give those, like, in a lot of my conversation, and that's why even a lot of people admit this too. Until there's bloodshed, when there's bloodshed, it's almost like irreversible. But if there's no bloodshed, you can still handle this very civilly, right? And I think for TJ, I think he really looks at this like, I shouldn't be here. And, I hurt for him in a sense of, man, like, imagine you thinking that your life was going to be taken. To bring Soulja Boy into it, I know it sounds crazy and wild. Soulja Boy said, yo, I couldn't rap about just dancing no more when niggas try to take my life. He was just like, yo, dog, it changed me as a person. Like, I just wasn't happy anymore. It wasn't just about let's do dances. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think when you think about Lil Tjay, and he talks about love a lot, he talks about women, I think you're going to see Lil Tjay get dark. I think Lil Tjay is going to be really focused on, yo, people try to kill me. And maybe some good music comes out of it, but I know overall that energy, and especially, you got resources and everybody's rich and this, that, and third, bro, it could turn really bad. So it's not really my place to be like, oh, this is what you should do, because, nigga, somebody shot you 7 times in the chest and you woke up and you felt it was those guys behind it. Bro, I'm telling you, you're going to wake up with, like, you know what you're going to say? Man, I shouldn't even be here right now. So until I'm not here, I'm going to make sure them niggas get help. So it's one of those things I look at it and I'm like, I don't really have the words to really say. DonQ responding. DonQ isn't an artist of Lil Tjay or A Boogie's level. Of course, I expect him to respond. But somebody got to get in between this, I believe. Got to get in between this. I'm telling you. Got to get in between this. When situations get to the point, and when I mean get in between this, like, I believe that Lil Tjay is placing blame. And thinking about Tupac and Biggie. Tupac placed a lot of blame on Biggie for when he got shot at Quad Studio. You get what I mean? I think Lil Tjay is placing blame on him getting shot and somebody almost taking his life. On, if not Boogie, that camp. That's very dangerous. Very dangerous. The mindset, the mentality, the places it brings you to. And I always say this, like, it works both ways. That's another thing, I keep bringing it back to some trivial shit too. That's how I knew them niggas was like lying. Remember the Stooges was like, they used to talk to Joe, they'd be like, yo, we weren't behind sending no letter. I'm like, nigga, you hopped out the car, but whatever. It's like, oh, we weren't behind sending no letter to Axe house, nothing like that. If the people who are doing shit don't even want to take accountability, or at least like be like, yo, all right, we don't know what happened here, but let's just resolve this shit. It's only gonna escalate. That's just how shit goes. So, you know what I mean? Again, I enjoy both crews, but when I see, I ain't think DonQ is gonna rap back. But all it tells me is that there's more violence on the way, bro. And that's where I got to check out of this conversation, because anything I say ain't relevant. Because when I'm usually talking to people is when it's online and it's just lip service.
I don't know.
It's lip service and words. Somebody almost shot the nigga who you depend on for a paycheck, the nigga who's probably most influential in your life, and the nigga who, without him, there's not much of a hope. Or that might be a brother, your cousin, that might be whoever. Or that might just be a nigga with the bag. So now you want to show him that, yo, dog, this is why you should have had me with you. Because niggas ain't going to play with you when I'm around. So you know what that nigga going to do? Going to do some dumb shit. So, man, I send my prayers. And watching DonQ respond to this, I just know a lot more shit gonna happen that the public ain't even gonna know about, and that's why I'm saddened about it. Feel me? Somebody said 50 had a Kevlar everywhere. I ain't gonna, but you see, people, we trivialize it now, be like, yo, it looks almost like a uniform, but 50 got shot and was wearing a bulletproof vest everywhere. And I think a lot of people would just be like, oh, yeah, that's just his look. Nah, I think 50 was really thinking he was at war. That nigga was getting booked and bringing 50 niggas out like it was an army. He probably wasn't making a lot of money on those particular shows at first, but he was bringing everybody out. You know why? Because he probably was thinking, man, niggas going to try to kill me this and third. If it's going to happen, you're going to have 50 niggas with me. What's up? All right. Let me see what else. Niggas say, yo, what's the name is on your head.